We are here to solve another problem from LeetCode. So I will do that in a second, but I'm just going to ask you for a favor. If you're enjoying my videos and if you think that they are worth it, I would really appreciate if you hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. It really helps people like myself that are creating videos for the community. Some of the people that have really made a great connection with me over LinkedIn, I have tried my best to help them in a way or two. So don't be shy, leave me a comment, connect with me on LinkedIn, and let's take this journey together. All right, we are going to be looking at problem number 9 from LeetCode. It's another easy one, but I thought it's worth going through with you. If you have been watching my videos, I'm not really giving you the solution because you can get large language models like ChatGPT give it to you. But what I'm doing here is to help you think about the solution rather than giving you the solution. So really hoping that I can help you. Now, I'm just going to drop my face small down the bottom here. I've got the problem number 9, which is called the palindrome number. And if you don't know how I do these things, I always have a Jupyter notebook on the right-hand side of my screen. I'm showing it in black so you can identify which one is a Jupyter notebook and which one is actually LeetCode. The problem says, given an integer of x, return true if x is a palindrome and false otherwise. So let's see what the meaning of palindrome is. For example, 121 or 121 is a palindrome, while 123 or 123 is not. Well, we call numbers that if you read them from the left to the right, maybe from the right to the left on the screen, and the opposite, it reads the same. That's why 121, 131, 454 reads the same. That means that they are palindromes. Now, how can we really identify if the user gives us a number, that is x in this case, is a palindrome? So if you're not really confident about what is already written by LeetCode for you, you can simply ignore it. I'm going to make a video and tell you what this whole thing is, but all you need to do is to write your code starting from line 3. For now, let's ignore line 1 and 2. I'm just going to bring up my Jupyter notebook and I'm just going to extend it a bit. And we will use x equals 1 to 1 and really trying to understand how I can identify if this is a palindrome, or literally if it reads the same from this side to that side and in the opposite way. But let me help you think about this. How can I do something, or how can I write a solution that checks whether something or a number reads the same from both sides? If you are familiar with strings in Python, there are a number of things that we can do with the strings. For example, if I have a piece of text and that text is hello, right? If I take text and go through that one by one, it goes from left to right, Hello, and writes it out for me. Look at this. It looks hello because I went from exactly the same thing. But let me scroll down and show you something very interesting. If I go text, and this time go every -1, which means read from the end to the beginning, you will see that I will get OLLEH, which is the opposite of hello. It is an interesting thing that we are able to do with strings. It is not quite the same with integers. We know that x is an integer, which equals 121. And if I try the same thing with this integer, it's not going to give me a very favorable result because integers are not subscriptable. So I can't really do this. But now you can see where my head is at. I am thinking if I receive a number from the user, and if I convert it to a string, because I can, and then I write it from the end to the beginning, and I compare them, if they are the same, it's a palindrome. If they are not the same, I will say false. This case is not a palindrome. I am going to do this. So the string of x is 121, exactly like that, but you will see quotation marks around it because it's a string now. And I will store that in a new variable. I will call it str of x equals str of x. That's what I will do. And if I show you str underscore x, it's 121 between quotations. Now, I can easily go and say str of x, go one by one from the beginning to the end, and I will do exactly the opposite. I will ask for str of x, go from the end to the beginning, because I'm just going to put that negative sign there. If I run that, you will see that, okay, that one was 121. This one is also 121. Let me make a comparison. As you know, in Python, we do comparisons by double equal signs. I'm just going to go here and say str underscore x, go one by one from the beginning to the end, and exactly go one by one from the end to the beginning. Let me run that. And you will see that the result is true because 121, if you read it from the beginning to the end or from the end to the beginning, it's 121. So this is a palindrome number. Okay, now that you understand what the task is, I will copy this one line from here and keep it here. Now that I have this line, I will start putting the backbone in. Once the user gives me this x, all I have to do is to create a new variable. I'm just going to call it str_x. And using the string function in Python, I will convert the number to a string. That's exactly what I'm doing right there. Once I have done that, I will run a return statement, which is very powerful here. All I need to do is literally copy what I had here. If the string going from the beginning to the end equals the string going from the end to the beginning, I will get true. If that's the opposite, I will get a false, which is very, very easy to do. There is one thing that I have to be careful because I didn't really run any kind of conditions that I don't want to take anything negative because negative numbers do not have palindromes. So let me just add one more line here. I will say if x is smaller than 0, then I want you to return false because I know that negative numbers do not have palindromes. Let me copy these 3 lines and I will bring it here in lead code. And I need to indent this. This is too much indented, and I need to also indent this. Now let me run this and see what happens. I'll press that play button, fingers crossed, and all test cases are accepted. You can see that case 1 is accepted, case 2 is, and case 3 is also accepted. So if I press submit here, fingers crossed again. So the solution that I have provided to you actually works, and I think it's actually a really good one. So if you like this video, hit the like button, subscribe to my channel. A lot of you have not already subscribed, so I would really appreciate if you do so, and leave a comment and get connected with me. There are things that you can get out of that, trust me.